There you go, buddy. All right, Andy, Lloyd, if you can remember back before Progressive, which sounds like was similar time to Rob, what were you doing in your life, and then why did you join Progressive and VIP?
So we started, in February last year, the same as Rob, so 15 months. Before that, so I had a building company, so I set that up in 2007, and I was just a one-man band, so I did everything myself then. I came from a job which I'd finished very quickly, so it was almost overnight. I'd grown up, so I'd started doing, in 2009, started doing extensions for people, but it was very much just working for other people, and I'd got a few people working around me then, and it purely was. I built my own house in about 2012, so I'd done the full house build thing, but then just went back to doing really big extensions for everyone else again. So I was making other people money in property. Do you want to say what you were?
I was employed, had a full-time job.
Doing what?
Selling LED lights. So going to wholesalers and just getting a no every day wasn't the nicest of experiences. But
sure.
So sort of Andy speaking to Andy, what had been in 2013, early 2013, in terms of starting something, doing something business-wise for ourselves. Mm-hmm. And then Andy sort of found you guys.
So
and said, what about this?
How'd you find us, and why did you join?
So I'd had the sort of obligatory sort of week off at Christmas from, like I say, I worked all the time. So I had the week off at Christmas, spent a couple of days sitting around, and of course I'm not used to that. So then I decided I was looking at things on my iPad and whatever, and I think I just got hit by one of those emails what Progressive seem to find you with. I'm not sure where they get it from, and I just it popped up, and I started reading it. I thought, I had a buy to let, and so did Lloyd at this time, but it was very much the traditional way. We didn't know how to build on anything or do anything more than that, and I sort of came across Progressive, and this was only 15 months ago, and I started watching all the videos. I'm sure a lot of the people have done here. You go on the website, you start watching all the orange couch videos and seeing people's success, and I thought this seems really interesting, and I got the book on iTunes. I got the multiple streams book, read it or listened to it in a couple of days. At this time it was a bit difficult for me because I'd always done everything on my own. I'd never done anything with anyone else. And it took me a few days to work out whether I should approach Lloyd about this. I knew he'd be interested through conversations we'd had. And I decided I would. So I sort of, about a week later, I said, look, you've got to catch up on all this stuff. Here's this book. Here's this something else. Watch all these videos. Get to the same point as I am. And, he was pretty motivated. He did that. And I think we got pretty excited about it from then, didn't we?
Okay. Yeah. So fast forward to now. Tell us portfolio size, equity, cash flow, etc. Finance you've raised.
Yep. Portfolio-wise, we're currently, our strategy is to build to let.
Yeah.
So we are still building 11, but once those are built, we'll have 26 properties, of which equity is about 700,000, and portfolio value is about just over 3 million. And of that, we've raised 2 million of JV finance to get there.
Wow. And tell us currently what the portfolio cash flows, and then when it's all done, what it will cash flow.
Currently, cash flowing about 5,000. Once it's complete, sort of towards 7, 8, 9,000 really.
Yeah. Cool. You don't seem that excited.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. If anyone was thinking this is a happy, clappy, high-fivey place, sorry to disappoint you.
For us, it was the mindset thing, which was what Progressive brought to us, which was the real game changer. I think we went through we attended the February multiple streams event, and I think over the weekend we could have jumped up on any one of the offers for the courses, and we decided to hold off, and we wanted to go for the mentorship program, and for me it was obviously a financial commitment, but I know from Lloyd's point of view, he was in a job. He perhaps didn't have the expendable income for that, and I know it was something that you had to really think about, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. The biggest thing I've spent money on was my wife's engagement ring, and that was a big commitment.
It's VIP more than the ring.
She's watching tonight. It's on par,
All right, great. So it's important.
definitely.
Yeah.
It's changed my life, and it will change her life, so it's worth it,
Sure.
definitely.
Okay. Well, I've never heard it put like that before. All right, and what do you think's made the big... You said the mindset, and actually it's weird because we don't sort of tell you or give you benefits list of mindset change, but everyone who's come up on the stage has said mindset. So if you could put... What do you mean when you say mindset? Because that's a vague word. What do you mean? What switches are flicked in your mind that VIP has helped you with?
It's the accountability every month to make sure you go and do it. Turning up. You can just turn up. If you don't go and do what the mentors have told you or coached you to do, it's not worth turning up, basically. So
Sure.
having the action and having the mindset to go and do it is what is key.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. Do you mind sharing what you earned in your previous job?
About 1,500 a month, less than that.
Okay. And what did you say you're currently on a month now? Was it 5?
About 5, yeah.
Okay. So in about a year, you earn 3 and a bit times more. How long were you in your job?
4 years.
Then in a 4-year career.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Actually, can I just add, Rob, that we're a bit different because there's 2 of us from everyone else who's been on the stage. And I think that's a really key point that's worked for us. And if anyone out there who's thinking of doing it, if you can find someone who you can share this journey with, I think it's really worked well for us. Obviously, Rob and Mark have been testament to that as well. And I mean, we don't know that we'd be still sitting here 15 months on and still in harmony, and we don't really have disagreements about anything we do or anything like that. So we've been really lucky. But to share the challenges of every day and nothing, I did everything but myself before this, as I said, and I used to have the sleepless nights a lot more, and everything was much more of a challenge. But actually, when there's 2 of you and you can share that, it's a really valuable thing. So it's just maybe a difference that we've got to many other people in the room.
Well, for me as well, I mean, I've encouraged pretty much everyone I've mentored that if you can find a partner, then your results will just go like that. Because I failed as an artist, I failed as a pub landlord, I did architecture degree and then never did anything with it. So the 3 vocational things I tried, I failed. And when people say, don't make the same mistake twice, well, I just think that's actually, it shows a lack of understanding of people, because people make the same mistake all the time. And they also do the same things well all the time, because that's who they are. So if they're really bad at something, they'll be bad at that thing in every freaking job. Because I was terrible at systems. I never did any bloody tax returns. Sorry, Inland Revenue. I hated any admin, and I was shit at that in everything I did. And so how was property going to be any different for me? It wasn't. All I was going to do is be shit at that in property. And then I met someone who loved doing that. Like tax return, orgasm. Like spreadsheet, oh! You all know, and like, I thought he was so fucking weird at first. Mate, talk to people. He had computer tans, and then like this switch flicked. It was like, this guy loves doing what I hate. Therefore, he can do all of that. I never have to do that. I'm liberated. He's better than me at that, and I can go and do all this stuff I love. And conversely, he hated doing all the stuff that I loved. So often with partnerships, you get in each other's way a bit. That we learned, within 9 months, we learned, don't go on viewings together. Because you can imagine me going into a viewing, all right, mate, yeah, we'll have it 50 grand off, done, come on, sign it. And Mark's there trying to be all careful and, getting all the data and the analysis and the paper out and everything. And you get a spreadsheet on an iPad now and all that. And we had a really different style. And we just ended up arguing in front of the vendor. What a waste of time. So Mark does all the viewings, but, Mark would never be able to do this because he'd be like, oh, property is a bit risky, don't do it. He's just be scared of everything. Is that kind of what you meant? Yeah.
Spot on.
So, the thing about VIP and the Progressive is you meet your partner here. You know, so many people have met their partners here. Jamie, you worked with 3 partners here from Progressive, and then us. And I know Paul met Reese, his partner here. Many of you are partner, you meet your partners here. Simon met many of his partners through Progressive. And I just couldn't recommend that enough, because that's freedom. When the person you look at does the parts of the business you are not good at and you don't like. That's real liberation. So good point. All right, cool. Please give a huge round of applause to Andi and Lloyd. Thank you.